This is week 6 of restarting my art journey. This week, I didn't finish a single painting. I tried to return to watercolor after 10 years, and this is everything I made this week. About a week earlier, I noticed the first bloom of the year in my garden, a snowdrop. I did a quick sketch and colored it with these markers I bought years ago. It turned out more like a color test than a finished piece, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. Drawing something from my real life makes me feel grounded, paying attention to the season as it changes, and finally using supply I bought years ago felt like stuck energy starting to move again. I wanted to do more of that. So I looked through my art supply drawers and found this watercolor set that I bought over 10 years ago. I decided to try watercolor again. This week didn't start well. My daughter got sick, then my husband, then me. There was a lot of vomiting, cleaning car seats, and washing bed sheets in the middle of the night. Making time for art was difficult, but I managed 2 short sessions. The first was simply opening this watercolor set. I bought it during one of my very first attempts to restart art as an adult. I used it once, then it moved with me twice over the past 10 years. I expected crumbly, dried-up paint, but when I opened the box, I was pleasantly surprised. A few colors were cracked, but most had only shrunk slightly and put away from the edges of the pans. Very much usable. I chose another early winter flower to test them, hellebores. I jumped straight in, expecting watercolor to come back naturally, the way gouache did over the past few weeks. It didn't. I made a detailed pencil drawing first. When it was time to paint, I realized the pencil lines were going to show through everything. Here's to saving time by not looking up tutorials before switching mediums. Then I remembered I had a kneaded eraser from the same time I bought these paints. Unlike the paints, it didn't survive the passage of time. I tried to soften it, but it was hard as a rock. I cut it open and found that only the very center still had some life left. I lightened the drawing as best as I could, then threw the eraser away. Then I started painting. As soon as the first brushstroke touched the paper, I knew I was in over my head. I didn't know where to start, how much paint to use, and with the lightened pencil sketch, I lost track of what was flower and what was leaf. So I decided to do a simple underpainting using only pink and green, just to separate the shapes and understand what I was looking at. I tried my best. This is all I managed before the session ended. This is everything I made this week. I knew a week like this was going to happen eventually, and it happened in week 6. I'm here to experience it for what it is and to document it just like the good weeks. I don't know who needs to hear this, but weeks like this are part of the journey too. This is where I'm at right now. Thanks for witnessing this week with me. I hope to see you in the next one.